Good morning, my lovelies, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom Live. Today I'm talking about, what was I talking about? Validating self and your needs. So it's important to know that on your spiritual journey, unless you validate yourself and your own needs, you're not going to move forward. So doing things for everybody else works well. It makes you popular. But it doesn't move the needle forward on your journey. It doesn't move you forward. It doesn't make you up level. It doesn't make you create habits that are long lasting. So when we put ourselves first, we benefit, of course, but so do others, because we become less cranky. We have more time to enjoy life, and it's important to have routine. So putting yourself first and validating your needs is not a selfish thing. Putting yourself first means that everybody else will benefit, and you will find that you'll go forward a lot quicker. So why is it that you want to become spiritually aware? Why is it you want to move forward on your spiritual path? Just have a drink. What is it that you signed up for? What is it you decided to say, I've had enough of this, I want more? Or there must be more. What is it you said to yourself when you started to develop a need for or a thirst for more spiritual development? Did you want to find your purpose? Did you want to develop your spiritual gifts? Did you want to walk a more aligned path, aligned to what your soul tells you need to be doing? Did you want to become more peaceful? Well, let me tell you, unless you do things on a regular basis when it comes to spirituality, you're not going to move forward quickly enough. So there are certain steps that we take on our spiritual journey, and the first one is to become aware of ourselves, aware of what it is we want out of life. What is it that we've had enough of? What sort of things have we decided we don't want to do that anymore? So when you become aware of awakening, when you're starting to awaken, I said this in my previous live, you will become disillusioned with the world as it is, disillusioned with the things that you've been taught to do on a regular basis, things that don't really light you up anymore, things that don't make sense to you anymore. You'll start to feel that people don't get you and you don't fit in. So why do you want to stay stuck there? You don't. So the important thing is to start putting yourself first. So your higher self or your soul has told you it wants you to move forward. It wants you to become more aware of your spiritual journey, more aware of why you're here. So the first thing to do is to note down what it is you want out of your spiritual journey and focus on creating change. So creating change is all about changing the things, the status quo, the things that were an everyday habit for you, changing the things that you feel like, I want to move forward. I want more out of my life. What do I want out of my life? So note those things down as well. What is it you want out of your life? What is it that's not making you happy any longer? What is it that's not sitting you in your seat of happiness within? So the first thing we do is we write those down, and then we go about thinking, how can we change to make these things happen? Well, it's giving yourself some self-time and validating your needs, as I said before. So validating your needs is need for quiet time, need for me time. If it means you have to say, I need 5 minutes, and I put a note on the door, I'm in my 5-minute zone, don't interrupt, please don't disturb. And you go in and you meditate, or you may decide to listen to some uplifting music, or you may decide to read something about spiritual knowledge, or watch a video that's spiritual, or rewatch something you've done a program. Say you've done a program with me. You may want to rewatch one of the modules that aligns to something you're struggling with today. So get yourself used to having 5 to 10 minutes alone time every day where you can sit in silence or sit and do something that is creative for you. It may even be go take photos of the outside. Today is different to yesterday. My backyard looks different today to yesterday. Sit and talk to the birds or notice the clouds. Become aware of what it is you're looking at every day that has a spiritual significance. Start your day with great habits. Start your day with meditation and journaling, because this is where clarity comes from. So putting yourself first and your needs first, you've decided you want to walk your spiritual path. Putting your needs first is essential to move forward. Otherwise, you stay stuck right where you are right now. So if you have any questions, pop them down below and I'm quite happy to answer them. But other than that, I will see you next week. You can put questions after this is finished, if you like. If you're watching on replay, put #replay and ask your question. And if you want to ask questions, don't feel that you can't ask a question because it's a stupid one. The only stupid question is the one you don't ask, because you may be asking a question that somebody else is thinking the exact same thing, or somebody else may have decided that they don't want to ask a question, and the answer that I give might be exactly what they need for today to move their needle forward. So ask your questions. And other than that, I will see you here again next week. This was a short one today, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So it's only a short message because it needs to be. Get yourself into self-validation, validating who you are and what you deserve to be doing. Okay, so validate your needs. You are as able to have time as everybody else. So don't keep giving all your time to everybody else. Blessings and namaste, and I will see you next week.